Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest filled with towering trees and sparkling streams, lived a little girl named Cindy. Cindy had bright, curious eyes and a heart overflowing with kindness. She loved exploring the forest, listening to the birds sing, and watching the squirrels scamper through the trees. One sunny afternoon, as Cindy skipped through the woods, she heard a whimpering sound coming from behind a large oak tree. She cautiously approached and peeked around the trunk. There, lying on the soft grass, was a tiny fawn with a hurt leg. Its eyes were filled with fear and pain. Cindy's heart melted with compassion. She gently picked up the fawn and carried it to her home. Her parents, who were both doctors, examined the fawn and found that its leg was broken. They carefully set the bone and bandaged it, assuring Cindy that the fawn would be okay. Cindy named the fawn Bambi and cared for it with all her love. She brought it fresh grass and berries to eat, and she sang it lullabies to comfort it. As the days turned into weeks, Bambi's leg healed, and it grew stronger. One day, as Cindy was playing in the forest, she saw a group of children throwing rocks at a small rabbit. The rabbit was huddled in fear, its ears flattened against its head. Cindy ran over and shouted at the children to stop. "Don't you know that it's wrong to hurt animals?" she cried. The children were startled by Cindy's sudden appearance and ran away. Cindy picked up the trembling rabbit and cradled it in her arms. She noticed that its paw was bleeding. Cindy carefully carried the rabbit back to her home and cleaned its wound. She then bandaged its paw and gave it some water to drink. The rabbit, which Cindy named Hops, soon calmed down and nuzzled against her hand. Cindy continued to care for Hops until its paw was fully healed. She would often take it for walks in the forest, where it would hop happily by her side. News of Cindy's kindness towards animals spread throughout the forest. Soon, other animals in need began to seek her help. A bird with a broken wing, a squirrel with a twisted ankle, and a hedgehog with a thorn in its paw all came to Cindy for assistance. Cindy treated each animal with the same gentle care and compassion. She learned how to bandage wounds, set broken bones, and administer medicine. The animals, in turn, grew to trust and love her. As time went on, Cindy became known as the forest doctor. Animals from all over the woods would come to her for help, and she would always be there for them. She had become the best friend of all the animals in the forest. One day, as Cindy was walking through the woods, she came across a clearing where a group of children were playing. They were laughing and having fun, and Cindy couldn't help but smile. She realized that the children had learned a valuable lesson from her. They had seen how she had treated the animals with kindness and respect, and they had come to understand that animals deserved to be treated with the same compassion as humans. Cindy was filled with joy as she watched the children play. She knew that the forest was a better place because of them, and she was proud to be their friend. And so, Cindy continued to live in the beautiful forest, surrounded by her animal friends. She was the forest doctor, the best friend of all the animals, and a shining example of kindness and compassion.